Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Painfully Human podcast. I'm Edward, your host, and I'm gonna swallow my lumpia. I have with me someone that, oh my gosh, I've always wanted a younger sister. I've always wanted, like, someone that, wala lang. I'm a protective person. And I'm like, I want someone that I can have their back. And today is one of them, and I'm so blessed that she's here. She was one of the first people to say yes. So thank you for the trust. And I'm really excited because you're still young. You're quite young, but you've
Kala mo
worked.
naman, super tanda mo
Hindi, but like, oh, wala na, nag-wide shot na tayo. Nakita nila kung sino to.
Ay, sorry.
you know, you know her voice. You know everything about her. You've worked in this industry longer than I have, but you have a story to tell. Ladies and gentlemen,
Thanks.
we have Andrea Brillantes on the show.
Hi.
AB.
Hello.
Hey. But I'm not gonna call her Andrea. I'm not gonna call her Blythe. I'm gonna call her Nona.
Hi.
Because Nona is what you want to explain what Nona is or no? I'll do it.
Parang mas gusto ko lang yung mga friends ko, yun talaga yung tinatawag sa akin.
Oo.
Kasi, I don't think I think makaka-relate ka somehow. Parang sobrang different lang kasi yung showbiz world sa parang
Yes.
real life
Gets
or
naman.
like outside of showbiz. Meron talaga akong friends na ayokong tinatawag akong Andrea kasi di naman talaga ako yon. Parang Hannah Montana.
Parang yun. Yeah, no, I get
Parang
it.
Hannah Montana, guys.
No,
Imagine niyo na lang si Hannah Montana, si Andrea si Hannah, si Nona si
Ikaw.
Miley.
Si Miley.
Tama
Yeah,
ba?
you're right. No, I hear it because at work people call me Edward. Sorry. Jalapeno. They call me Edward or they call me Dodong.
Mm.
Which I don't really know why at this
Actually,
point. but-
naalala ko yun.
Diba?
Tinatawag ka talagang
Dodong. Or like,
yeah.
like for example, Darla will always call me, Dodong. But my friends call me Ed. So, I'm not
Pero
gonna lie.
hindi ko sinasabi na ayoko yon or bawal yon. It's just, hindi mo ako kilala as Andrea. Friends talaga tayo outside.
Yeah.
So, just call me my real name. Nona kasi comes from my real name na Ramona.
Ramona.
So, yeah.
So, yeah. Well,
Wala
here we
lang.
go.
Or actually, lion lahat. Pakul lang ako. Pakul lang ako. Gusto ko lang meron akong alter ego.
Wow.
Ganun lang. Fake yun, guys.
No, but the coolest thing is, I've actually known you. Do you remember the first time I kind of start all our podcasts like this? Do you remember the first time we talked
Yes.
in work?
Yes.
I don't. Can
Ako,
you
I
remind
do.
me? Because
Yes.
that was a very, very long time ago.
Actually,
It was probably like 9
Med-
years ago.
medyo di kita bet nun ng konti.
Well,
Hindi yung bet na ano ha, like bet in a romantic way, kundi parang, ewan ko, hindi kita naka-vibe nun. Mas
Oh.
vibe kita ngayon kaysa dati.
all right, guys. That's the Painfully Human podcast. See you guys soon.
Kasi,
Okay.
I
Pag-usapan natin to. Like,
tingin ko, galing, saan ka ulit bansa galing? Sorry.
I grew up in Germany, but I'm British. So,
Tingin ko,
hindi ako nagtagalog dati. Kaya
yun
siguro
din,
ganun.
parang sobrang magkalayo lang tayo. Basta hindi lang tayo vibe before. Tas, wala lang pa ako masyadong friends na ibang nagaling sa ibang bansa. So, hindi ko din alam paano
Kaya pala.
Parang,
No, I'm kidding.
parang, ewan ko, yun lang. Hindi siya suplado.
I can tell how stressed she is now. Can you tell her, no, relax, Blythe, we're fine. I get it. I understand. But in my head, I thought we were cool for like the last 9 years. I was like, oh, Blythe, who am I getting on my podcast? Let's get Nona on.
Hindi siya suplado pero medyo. Kaya di ko, hindi siya suplado. Ano lang siguro, iba lang yung kinalakihan niya.
Kaya
Parang
pala.
ganun. Wala lang,
Takot sa mundo kasi ako dati.
parang, yun lang.
Alright.
Yun na lang sabihin ko.
No, it's good. I remember some of my, so if we met 9 years ago and you're 22 now, dang, I met you pretty young.
Parang,
You were,
pero alam mo, pinanood ko yung PBB niyo ha.
Oh.
Super. As
okay,
in,
so ano yung impression mo?
nag-tweet pa talaga ako noon sa Twitter talaga.
So, sino yung
Ang favorite ko nun sa Ate Vivory.
Alright, guys, thank you so much for coming
on.
on my podcast. Okay, no, but interesting. So, you saw
Pero
us.
nagustuhan kita sa PBB.
Hindi, wag kang bumawi ngayon eh. Bumabawi ka na eh.
Hindi nga, gusto kita sa PBB.
Hindi.
Kasi, alam ko matalino ka. So yun, sabi ko matalino siya.
You know what?
At
Media
totoo.
train talaga tong
Hindi
si
totoo,
ano.
pero totoo, matalino talaga si Ed. As in, like, ang dami kong nalalaman sa kanya. As in,
Mga walang kwentang facts.
hindi totoo, no. Totoo.
You're flattering me now. No, that's okay.
Siyempre.
Diba?
Channel.
I'll do this too kasi hindi ka bayad dito. So thank you for coming on the show. I love it. But I actually want to start off with something super light. I just realized this now. You have a butterfly on your ankle.
I do.
You have a bunch of tattoos.
I do. I have
You're one of the artists that I think does tattoos well. Di naman sa may mga artista na they don't do it well. But you can still get away, like, versatile yung tats mo in the sense of, like, if you cover it or you keep it on, like, sometimes in work, have you had to cover your tattoos before?
Yes.
Okay.
Pero yung mga recent roles ko hindi kailangan. Nagkataon kasi yung isang role ko before here sa Batang Quiapo, yung mom ko nagtatattoo siya. So, okay lang na may tattoo ako.
Well, do you want to tell us some of the stories?
Sure! Oh my gosh, alam mo ngayon ko lang pag-usapan yung tattoos ko, ha?
Well, here you go.
Never siya napag-usapan.
Oh, go. Well, now you have all the time in the world to talk about your
First
tattoos.
podcast ko, tapos
Okay.
first time ko pag-uusapan yung tattoos ko. So, meron akong, I think, 18?
Okay.
18
Damn!
tattoos.
What the heck?
16 to 18,
Okay.
di ko sure. Pero, lahat ng tattoos ko may meaning. Nagulat akong una mong napansin na yung butterfly tattoo ko kasi yan lang ang walang meaning actually. Yan, naging sponty lang ako. Pakita ko sa inyo guys, para hindi kayo ma-FOMO.
Hey.
Ayan siya.
Will-
Blue siya na
wait.
butterfly. Nakita ko lang siya sa Pinterest. Wala siyang meaning, kundi nagpatattoo yung kasama ko at nagpatattoo lang din ako with him. Yan siya. Pero meron akong, eto, dreamer. Yan, tattoo ko na yan.
Okay. Are we
Galing
gonna be able
to
to see
sa-
this? Can we zoom in? Wait, 3, 2. Ay, panis. Tristan, do your job, bro. Do your job, Tristan. Okay, there we go. Ayun. Mag-handheld na tayo.
Wow!
Oh, diba?
Pwede pala yun sa podcast.
Kakaiba kami.
So yan,
There you go.
ito lahat ng tattoos ko. Ito, galing sa song ni Leve, Dreamer. Tapos,
I don't know that song.
pare paalala sa akin na lagi lang maging dreamer. Huwag ko hayaan na may mga tao na tegi-bam-bam ng dreams ko. Tapos ito yung biblical angel na seraphim. Yan siya. Tapos ito, isa sa favorite kong Bible verse. Ito, nung pinatato ko, hindi ko alam na galing to sa Bible verse before.
Ano to? Ano tong
Guard
nakasulat?
your heart. Yung from everything you do flows from it. Ayan siya. Tapos, isa to sa unang tattoo ko actually. Tapos meron akong rose, pero cover up tattoo yan actually. Sa mga OG fans ko, if alam nyo, tingin ko mahuhulaan nyo kung ano yan.
Wait.
Tapos
Okay.
meron din ako dito, tattoo siya na C'est la vie. Nandyan siya sa placement na yan para pag iiyak ako. C'est la vie kasi means that's life.
That's life in
Para
French.
pag iiyak ako, that's life.
That's life.
Yan. Pero guys, hindi siya nag-work eh. Tapos nilagay ko din dito yung guard your heart para lagi kong maalala na guard your heart. Hindi din nag-work. Parang gusto ko may reminders ako sa body ko. Yun yung ano ko sa tattoo. Meron din ako here.
You don't have to show
Meron
that
akong
one.
here. Madami akong tattoo all around. Pero I
What's
think,
this on the back of your elbow?
hi, it's a curse word. Pero sige.
Wag.
Why not? SPG
Okay.
ba tayo here?
Well, I guess it's your story, so whatever you want.
Pero ano siya, magkabilaan siya, do no harm, take.
Okay.
So parang do no harm and take from everyone else. Huwag mo kunin yung
Ebax.
nila at huwag mo ibigay sa iba. Parang ganun siya. So
Interesting.
ano siya.
There you go.
Tapos, I think nag-work siya kasi kapag nakaganito ako, hindi mo siya kita. Pero pag gumanyan ako, may kita na siya.
Well, I have one tattoo, but no one's asking.
Okay, anong tattoo mo?
Did I not tell you this before? I have
No.
one. We've shown it before. It's not really that. And I'm wearing Converse today, so now I have to do the awkward like. Yeah, Tristan, do your job. No, I'm kidding. May coffee pa yung shoes ko. Ang ganda. Can you see it? Can you see that? Right there?
Wow.
Ano siya? Fast forward button sa remote. Tawa ka.
Ito
Tawa
din,
ka.
isa sa favorite kong tattoo. Wala na siyang...
Ay, Tristan, do your job!
Ito, isa sa favorite kong tattoo. Ayan siya,
Okay.
para siyang island.
Okay.
Yung tree sa island. Kasi ang story niyan is, pinagawa ko to nung nakuha namin yung rescue dog namin na her name is Isla. Ang story ni Isla is para siyang, okay lang, pwede ka nang bumalik.
Stop doing your job. No, kidding. Tristan, you're great. I love you.
Hihintayin ko na i-set up niya.
Hindi, okay lang. Okay lang. We
Okay
got
lang,
two
kahit-
other cameras.
kahit-
We can
okay.
do this. Yeah.
So, story kasi ni Isla, nasa beach si mama, tapos nagsend siya ng picture ng dog, tapos kwento niya yung story ni Isla, tapos tinawagan ko si mama, kailangan natin siya iuwi. So, si Isla, napagtripan siya ng mga lasing na lalaki. Chinop-chop yung
No.
paa niya. May chinop-chop sa nose niya, teeth niya wala. Sa back din niya may chop-chop din siya, tapos binaril din siya, sa pagkakaalala ko. Tapos, ano yun?
Dang.
Binary?
Mm.
Oo, binary alive siya. Pero nakaalis siya, nakabangon siya somehow. Nakalaban siya, nakakawala siya, nabuhay siya. So, nilagay ko siya dyan kung saan din dyan na chop-chop na leg. So, yan si Isla. Tapos, yan actually, meron akong malalaking tattoos na tagulang. Pero yun yung pinakamasakit kong tattoo. As in, dito
Because
sa...
of the position.
Yeah,
Yung pwesto
as in like,
ng
kahit
tattoo.
gaano ko pa-cool, talagang gumaganon-ganon yung pa ako. Hindi ako naging maangas nun, pero ayan siya. Tapos nung time na kuha namin si Isla, I was going through a lot then. Tapos tinitingnan ko lang talaga si Isla na she's a fighter. Kaya ko din yung, napakaliit ng pinagdaanan ko sa pinagdaanan ni Isla. So, reminder ko yan si Isla.
Do you see yourself in Isla's story by any chance? I feel like you're a fighter.
Thank you.
This one has come through a lot.
Yeah.
And I've seen a lot of it. And
Dito na lumalalim na tayo, guys.
oh, eh. This is where the podcast changes.
Yes.
Can we play the music? No, legit though. I've thought about that. For context, we don't come up with scripts here on the show, but we were talking a while ago, and I realized in the last couple of moments that you've actually gone through a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Because you started working when you were
7.
7. Dang.
Actually,
Dang.
nag-start ako mag-audition 4 pa lang, 3, 4 years old.
Okay.
3, 4 years old, pero 2 yung
Oh.
3, 4 years old, tapos nag-stop ako kasi nung una, yung mom ko talaga yung nag-push sa akin na maging artista. And at that time, sobrang mahihain ko. Basta wala nangyari sa akin. Tapos akala lang ni mama na, baby, she's just a pretty face. Ganyan. Tapos, na-aksidente yung brother ko. Tapos, since may kinalaman ako sa accident, na-guilty ako. Kaya nag-start ulit ako mag-audition. 6 years old pa lang yata ako.
You got guilty at 6 years old.
Yeah, sumali ako sa contest para mabayaran yung surgery ng kuya ko. And at that time, meron din problem with my sister. So, para makuha yung prize money. Although hindi ko nakuha, hindi ako yung big winner. Pero di ko yun alam that time. Di ko alam na may mga big winner pala. So, kahit first runner-up ako, ang
Hey.
yabang na ako. Yes, lahat kami
First,
winner.
basta
Parang
first.
Yes, sabi ko. Tapos mas matangkad ako sa kanilang lahat.
Ah.
First time and last time na nangyari sa life ko.
Tayo nga tayo.
Tapos ako yung nandun, ako yung nandyan. So, akala ko talaga ako yung big winner. Anyway, after nun, doon ako nag-start na mag-artista ulit. So, 7 pa lang, nag-artista na ako. Pero, it feels like ever since pinanganak ako, yun na yun. Kasi 4 years old pa lang nagsastart ako mag-audition kahit saan-saan.
Interesting. And honestly, one of the things that I love about you, Nona, and I think, because I actually don't get to talk to her as much. Like, people think like if you work in the same industry, you get to see
Yeah.
each other all the time. Heck no, like you don't.
Actually,
Yeah.
nagkikita nga kayo, pero it doesn't mean na like super
Yeah, as in
vibes
dumadaan
kayo.
lang.
Oo,
You
yun
pass
lang.
each other by in the hall or like
Hi, hello.
I'll see them in a mall or see at church sometimes.
Yeah.
But the interesting thing is like what I love, and it's inspired me because, and I've talked to you guys about this, is uh you didn't get the childhood, like you didn't get to always be a child. Get,
Yeah.
diba? I think that's fair. But bumabawi ka sa older age mo.
Yeah.
Of just doing the things that make you happy. And I'm like, you know what? That's super cool. Like I don't wanna live my life always so stressed. And so it's one of the things I want to do as well. So I admire you for that one.
Kaya
So,
nandito
yeah.
pa yung baby talk ko minsan. Kaya hindi niya ako iniwan.
I've never asked you that. Do you feel like have people ever commented on your voice?
Oh yes, actually, Ed, sobra akong binabash sa baby talk ko.
Okay.
As in like, harsh sila sa baby talk ko. Ayaw na, ang daming tao may ayaw, ang daming tao na nagmamock sa baby talk ko. And I think, ang dami kasi nag-iisip na ginagawa ko siya para magpa-cute.
Mm.
Never kasi yun yung issue. Guys, cute na ako. Di ko na alam magpa-cute. Ano ba kayo? Joke. Hindi yun joke. Anyway. Anyway, hindi siya yun eh. I think, nanggaling din siya sa trauma ko.
Okay.
Hindi alam ng mga tao na hindi ko napipili kung kailan siya lumalabas. Actually, hindi ko nga alam kapag nagbe-baby talk na ako eh. Sometimes lumalabas siya kapag nahihiya ako sa tao. Or sometimes, kapag nahihiya ako or hindi ako confident sa tao. Pero sometimes din lumalabas siya pag sobrang comfy ko dun sa tao na feeling ko kaya niya ako protektahan. Parang nakakita ako ng father figure or parang kuya, ate, lumalabas siya. Lumalabas siya pag super excited ako, super happy ako. Kung parang nagiging bata ako ulit, never ko siyang ginawa para magpa-cute or feeling ko wala, hindi siya baby talk kung paano nila inisip. Guys, it's trauma actually.
Oh, sorry, I don't want to laugh at that. I laughed. But like, sorry, I don't want to. Oh gosh, here we
Okay
go.
lang.
Yeah.
Pero pinipilit kong, ngayon, feeling ko, mas napipili ko na kung kailan siya lumalabas. Parang mas control ko na siya. Kasi napagod na din ako na lagi ako pinagsasabihan ng mga tao eh.
Did you ever hear it from like people at work?
Oh
Your mama?
yes, definitely. Lagi, lalo na pag excited ako makita isang tao, diba super jolly ko, hi! Ang ganyan ako, tapos sasabihan ako na, dalaga ka na, dapat, prim and proper ka na, dapat mababa na yung boss mo pa nag-hello ka. So like,
Try mo nga.
hello? Dapat pag, hi, hello, ganyan. Pero, di ko talaga real voice yun, baby talk. Pero it's still a part of me, I guess. Na naka-reserve na lang talaga sa mga taong makakaintindi. Kasi if, yung dami nang babasya akin, pero if kilala nyo talaga ako, may baby talk talaga ako. And lahat ng friends ko, okay. Lahat ng friends ko love yung baby talk ko. Yung mga tao lang na hindi ako kilala. And it's fine. Edi wag.
Edi wag.
Edi wag. Inis ka na ba? Edi wag.
That's gonna be perfect for like the mga yung mga text. Yun,
Alam
notifications.
mo ba, Ed, meron talagang time ha, na nag-baby talk ako, nasa, first time ko lang to pag-uusapan.
Okay.
Actually, lahat ng times na binabasya ko, hindi ko pinapatulan yung mga issues, pero may time na nag-shargaw ako. Tapos, bumibili ako ng dewberry, basta ng biscuit dun sa tindahan. Tapos, nagbe-baby talk ako nun. Tapos, sobra akong binash at pinagtawanan ng mga tao because of it. Tapos, yun yung time na sobra akong, umiyak ako nun. Aminin ko, umiyak ako nun kasi hindi ko lang magets kung bakit, anong ginawa kong mali. Nasa Siargao din ako that time, tas locals din yung mga tumatawa sa akin nun. And nung time na yun, parang, yun yung time na parang binagyo sila. Tapos, pero hindi right away na nandun ako nung binagyo sila. Pero like yung aftermath, yung makalat, ganyan. Tapos nung nandun ako, sinabi ko sa friends ko na gusto kong maglinis tayo. Gusto kong pumunta tayo sa mga beach, tapos magligpit tayo ng mga kalat. Kasi naghahawak akong mga diaper and everything. So, sobra akong na-hurt na pinagtatawanan niyo ko dahil sa baby talk ko. Pero andito ako para mag-enjoy, tapos tumulong kahit papaano. Hindi ko talaga magets bakit nila binash yung pag-baby talk ko. wala, sobrang harmless naman talaga siya.
You know,
I think.
it's super. One thing, and again, we're here on a podcast that's called Painfully Human, and I have the amount of moments that I have funny moments with you, Nona, like where we laugh,
Yeah.
compared to the amount of moments where we're being serious. It's like 9 times. Every time we laugh 9 times, we have one serious
Yeah.
moment, right? But I will tell you one thing that's really frustrated me throughout the years, which I've never told you before. I genuinely feel you're one of the most misunderstood people in the whole Filipino showbiz industry.
Yeah.
Now, not to be honest, I don't know your whole life. I don't know everything that you do. I actually try and stay away from the noise. But I've always thought, okay, there's a sweet girl that has just been in a crazy world from a young age. Not gonna lie, 99 people out of 100 would react the same way in certain situations. So it's like, I'm perfect mo naman if you think, like if you, and so I just wanted to say that. I don't really know how I was going with that. But one of the things that just stood out to me when you said is like yung mga ganito ka na, dapat ito yung gawin mo. Like you said that, you're like, dalaga ka na, dapat
yeah.
iba na yung boses mo.
Yeah.
And I think that's a phrase that has hurt a lot of people not just in this, in this industry, because, natin, it's not the whole world. But there's a lot of people that might relate to that as well. Like, oh, ikaw na yung kuya ng family eh. Dapat ikaw na provide. Like, different stuff like that. Ganito ka na, blank. Dapat blank. And so I feel like that's a phrase that has hurt a lot of people.
Kasi nag-start ako sabihan ng ganun, parang mas nauna ako nasabihan ng ganun bago ako nagka-period actually.
Wild.
And I think malaking bagay yun para lalo na sa mga babae kasi parang ibig sabihin sobrang bata ako pa na hindi pa ako nagkaka-period na ako ng responsibility na nasasabihan ako ng mga tao na I should act a certain way to please other people. May ano kasi ako, sobrang kikay ko talagang tao. Hindi ako maarte, pero sobrang kikay ko. Mahilig ako sa ribbons, mahilig ako sa makeup and stuff. Talagang, lalo na nung bata ako. As in, sobrang colorful ng lahat ng mga gamit ko. Tapos sinabihan ako na kailangan ko bawasan yung mga ganyan ko. If gusto kong ma-please yung market, if gusto kong ganito, dapat di ako ganun kadaldal, di ako ganun kakulit. So, nahirapan din talaga akong kilalanin yung sarili ko nun. Kasi, yun dapat yung time na nag-explore ako, nakikilala ko sarili ko. Or hindi, actually hindi nga din eh. Dapat nagiging bata lang ako nun eh. As in like bata lang, pero ang dami na agad nagsasabi. So I think kaya hanggang ngayon, nandun pa rin somehow yung baby talk ko kasi hindi talaga siya masyado nag-heal, I think. And nung time nang binash nga ako sa Siargao, kaya lang ako nagbe-baby talk nun. Kasi I was with my friends,
And
with
you're
my
safe.
core. I
Yeah.
was with my core, so I really felt safe. I was also with my ex. And alam niyo, it's normal kapag kasama mo yung jowa mo, di ba? Papa, baby ka.
Oh.
Parang ganun. It's
Yeah.
supposed to be normal. Pero if ako, galit sila. Although, ang dami nila napapanood ng mga nagbe-baby talk sa mga jowa nila. Kahit yung mga nababash akin, for sure, nagbe-baby talk sila sa jowa nila. Pero when I do it, it's always wrong. So, nung sinabi mo, actually, thank you nung sinabi mo na feeling mo sobrang misunderstood ako kasi I've always felt that way. Ever since. Kasi ang dami ko talagang nagagawa at nasasabi na ginagawa at sinasabi ng iba at yung iba pa nga mas malala. Pero pag ako mali talaga or like halos papatayin ako ng mga tao. So, ewan ko din kung bakit. But, wala akong magagawa eh.
Could be that, like, you know what? I've noticed the people that, I don't know, I think it's because you're meant for even more things. Like, I don't want to get too weird about it, but like, usually the people that have higher consequences when they act, it means there's
A higher
greater,
reward?
yeah, there's a higher calling on your life. You know what I mean? I just feel like there's, and you have the opportunity to influence so many people, and it's a cool thing. But I understand there's such a may burden din.
Actually,
what I mean?
gusto ko nga eh. Gusto ko, Ang dami talagang hindi pa alam ng mga tao sa akin. Maliban sa lahat ng akala nilang alam tungkol sa akin, sobrang lalim
Mm.
ko pa talaga.
Parang tip of the
Ng
iceberg lang
ng
yun.
lahat ng maliban sa trauma ko sa pagiging artista, meron din akong mga problema bilang normal na tao na I think madami akong matutulungan
Mm.
sa problem sa family. Kasi halos lahat ng trauma, actually parang pinagdaanan ko na eh.
Yeah.
And gusto ko ngang ikwento eh, para madami akong ma-inspire ng mga tao at kabataan.
Have you ever been able to talk about it?
Pero natatakot ako. Kasi nga, parang everything I do, kahit may good intention ako, lagi siyang nagiging mali sa iba.
Mm.
So like, mas gusto ko na lang manahimik talaga.
Mm.
Kasi never natatanggap ng mga tao yung ginagawa ko somehow. So, yung quiet na lang ako.
Mm.
Yun
Wow.
ang naiisip ko. Pero, someday, lagi ako may ganun. Someday, mapag-uusapan ko lahat. Tapos, gusto kong meron akong matulungan. Kasi gusto ko din magka-podcast actually.
Oh, really?
Pero,
Wow.
ewan ko kung bakit meron akong ganun na mindset na someday. Parang someday, dadating din yung araw na magiging okay na din yung mga tao with me. Na someday, kapag nagsalita na din ako, maiintindihan din ako.
Mm. But the interesting thing is, and I said that so many times, is that people may not be able to understand you as much until they understand where you've come from.
Yeah.
Because, guys, put that into context. I know some people start working at young ages. Like, in the demographic, in the nation we live in, it's hard, like, because of whatever situation, family can't provide, may nangyari sa father, or broken family, some people really just have to start working. But, like,
Yeah.
aminin mo, 3 years old, come on, guys. Have a little, extend a little grace. It's not exactly... I started working 16. I felt screwed up. Like, you know what I mean? So I was like, oh, dang, I had to go to counseling. I went to counseling a lot, too.
Actually,
So-
yun nga, ingit na ingit ako eh.
Why?
Ingit na ingit talaga ako kasi nung kinikwento ni Ed yung pagka-counsel niya, tapos ang dami, naalala mo yun, yung kumakain tayo ni Kyle? Tapos yung nakwento,
Yeah,
sabi ko,
yeah.
ang daming alam ni Ed, gusto ko din ng ganyan. Dapat pinaganyan din ako. Pero, wala eh. Nagpa-schedule din ako dun, pero fault ko din na,
No, I
Hindi
think
ko- di ko
it's always gonna be
nasundan.
there. And I think, I'm not gonna lie, like, here's one thing I learned. And this is not my wisdom. This is something I learned off of people and off of counseling. A lot of the things we do in our older years is because of what happened in our younger years.
yes.
Super simple, parang alam ng lahat yon. Everyone knows that type of thing. But if you think about it, 3 to 8 is some of the most important years of a child's development. That's what
Really?
3 to 8 is one of the
Doon
most
ako may
important years.
pinakamadaming pinagdaanan.
So it's like 3 to 8, all of, it's where a child will form their identity. It's where they'll form their view of the world. So if they're safe in that time, they grow up a lot more secure.
Aw.
So some people, you might like, and I understand, maybe people get annoyed sometimes, or like they don't understand why you do what you do, or some of the things that you live in. And I get it, but also think about maybe you had a healthy childhood, and you were in front of a camera, like, which even if it's with good intentions, you don't understand what's going on at that time. So, yeah, you know
Pero
what I
may
mean?
kinakaya ko naman. Kasi nahanap ko naman yung mga tao na makakaintindi sa akin. So, kinakaya ko talaga kahit yung buong, sometimes feeling ko yung buong nation, never ako magigets, and hindi ko na din goal na magets nila ako. Kasi, yun nga, I found God, naging close ako sa Kanya, mas naintindihan ko talaga paano magkaroon ng relationship with Him last year. Like, yeah, I've been going to church, pero like, iba yung nangyari sa akin last year. And dahil nga sa lahat ng pinagdaanan ko, sometimes nagba-back and forth pa rin ako, pero pinipili ko pa rin talaga mag-hold on sa faith ko. Tapos meron naman akong core, meron akong friends, and for me, enough na yun. Pero someday, sana mapag-usapan ko din nga talaga lahat. tingin ko kapag mas matanda na ako, para din mas matanda na din yung mga nambabash sa akin. Mas maintindihan
So
na
we've
din
all
nila.
gone through all the life.
Oo, para
you know.
maintindihan. Kasi yung iba, sa totoo lang, iniisip ko din. Ako na din na nga nag-adjust at umiintindi sa kanila kung bakit grabe talaga yung galit nila sa akin. Pero, yung ibang times kasi para lang alam mo, bawat year, bawat edad ko, iba yung issue sa akin ng mga tao. May time na sobra talagang grabe. And iniisip ko lang, ngayon ko lang nga naisip na, galit din sila, bata din sila. Yung mga nambabash din sa akin nun, bata din eh. Na I'm sure iba na din yung opinion nila sa akin ngayon.
Could
Kasi
be,
may mga tao din na lumapit sa akin na, alam mo nung time na ito yung pinagdadaanan mo, binash kita nun, ginudge kita nun eh. Pero ngayon, sorry, sobrang iba pala. Hindi pala dapat. Tapos iniisip ko na din, siguro nga someday, mapag-usapan ko talaga din lahat kung kailan ready na din yung mga tao na pakinggan talaga yung truth. Truth ko, at least, kung kailan mas kaya na nilang maintindihan kasi hindi na sila din bata.
Yeah. I think there's always gonna be a disconnect as well. I'm just trying to, di ko alam kung bakit to ina-analyze masyado. But
It's
I'm trying to
okay.
figure out why. Like, from their perspective, why.
May ganyan din ako eh.
Because I know you. I know you. And I know you're not perfect. I'm not saying,
Yeah.
you know.
Malayo ako sa perfect.
There were times where I will slap you if you're, not slap you
Yeah.
physically, but like, come on, Nona. What are you doing? So I know that. But again, we're human. Like, it's not a defense. It's just saying, the reason I say that is not because I agree with everything, but because, like, what would you do? You're two mistakes away from doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Extend a little
may
empathy.
times nga din na parang ginagawa mo din naman yung like binabash nila yung tao pero di nila nare-realize na yung binabash mo, ginagawa mo din. Ang pinagkaiba lang is hindi naka-public yung sa'yo. Like, hindi alam ng mga tao na yung ginaganon nila ng mga artista, kung titingnan lang din sana nila yung sarili nila. Same din. Yung iba nga mas malala eh. Pinagkaiba lang is, walang nanonood sa'yo. Pero may nanonood sa binabash mo. So, you think okay lang na i-bash, pero same lang.
I mean, it could be because yeah, exactly as you said. Baka you're doing the exact same thing, which is why they think it's so strong. Like, they're like, let's avoid the focus on me. Let's hurt her.
Gets.
But at the end of the day, I mean, bahala kayo sa buhay. Sorry, can I say, you know what I mean? But like, we can't do anything. But I do want to ask one question. Do you feel like there was a time where you were the most misunderstood?
Oh yes, most
Okay.
misunderstood, most hated, most kung pwede na lang pinatay na ako, siguro pinatay na nila ako. And oo, I mean yun yung tanong eh. Yes, oo, naramdaman ko yun. Kahit hindi pa ako nag-artista actually, yung di din alam ng mga tao sa akin na tingin nila lahat ng problems ko yung mga issues ko lang. Hindi, parang pinanganak pa lang ako, misunderstood na ako kahit sa family ko. Kasi to begin with, hindi naman dapat na ako papanganak. Like, dapat nga ipapalaglag na ako eh. Kinantayin sa akin ng dad ko when I was 6 or 5 years old. Sinabi niya sa akin na dapat ipapalaglag ka. I was like, wow! Wow! So, grabe talaga yung sinabi mo na 3 at 8 dapat yung pinaka-secure ka. Kasi yung pinagdadaanan ko ng 5 ako.
Why?
So, parang, nung una pa lang, feeling ko, di na ako belong, hindi dapat ako nandito, ano bang ginagawa ko dito, di nga, dapat ako ilalabas ang parents ko, tapos, papanganak ako magiging breadwinner, ako gagawa ng lahat, tapos sa arte ako, magaling naman ako umarte, bakit di nakikita ng mga tao, bakit eto lang nakikita ng mga tao, mapagbigay ako, tingin ko mabait naman ako, pero bakit laging ganito? Laging eto lang yung nakikita nila, ginagawa din naman niya, pero bakit ako bawal? Parang laging, yun lang nasa isip ko hanggang sa sobrang overwhelming na lang ng lahat na tinanggap ko na lang na whatever. Gusto ko na lang maging masaya. Isipin nyo na lang kung anong gusto nyong isipin. Yan, may verse, ito yung verse na to. Napakahaba niya kasi ano to eh. Psalm 62, verse 1 to 8. So, mahaba siya, guys.
Yeah.
Pero, ano siya, basta, tinuturo niya is, hold on ka lang kay God. Siya nang bahala. Tapos, hindi ko alam if naalala mo, pero may time na nilapitan mo ko sa church. Tapos, sinabi mo sa akin na no man, not even you will clear your name. Si God nang gagawa nun. And gusto ko lang sabihin sa'yo na medyo life-changing yung
Oo.
ginawa mong yun for me. At pinaghawakan ko talaga yun ng sobra-sobra. Talagang sabi ko, dadating din yung araw. And kung hindi dumating yun, I think, kasi okay na ako at hindi ko na hinahanap yung approval ng mga tao. So it's either dadating nga yung araw na sige, makita na din nila or masabi ko lahat or hindi ko na magagawa yun kasi healed na talaga ako tas hindi ko na hinahanap yung approval or yung validation na kailangan ko sa mga tao.
When did you start feeling that you needed people's approval?
Ever since. Ever since. Ngayon lang na hindi na. Ever since. Kasi, I think, yun talaga ang isa sa mga consequences kapag, hindi naman consequence, kasi hindi ko to consequence, pero epekto
Parang
kapag,
byproduct.
epekto kapag galing ka sa broken family,
Okay.
hihingin mo talaga yun yung validation, yung pag-iintindi, lalo na kapag hindi lang siya broken family, lumaki ka sa abusive din na home, wala talaga masyadong love. Tsaka lalo nga, lumaki ako na parang di ako gusto kasi nga dapat ipapalaglag ako. Although, sa mga nakikinig, please wag nyo na idama yung parents ko dito. Tinanggap ko na yun and naiintindihan ko din kung bakit nila naisip yun. Pero of course, malaking bagay yun na malaman ng 5 ka.
Yeah.
So, napakalaking epekto nun sa akin. So, I think ever since I had that talaga, kailan lang nawala. Nun nga, parang mas nalapit lang talaga ako kay God. Kasi kung hindi man validation ang hinihingi ko, hinahanap ko revenge. Hinahanap ko, kung hindi ko gagawin, like hindi ko tangbang, di ako gagawin, pero like, mag-revenge sa isip na parang, ano kayang pwede kong gawin na makakasakit sa kanila somehow? Or pwede kaya ako mag-pray ng downfall ng isang tao? Or ipag-pray na sana maramdaman ng anak mo yung pinaramdam nyo sa akin. Parang may ganun ako. Kung hindi validation, ganun yung naisip ko. Pero, nawala talaga nung mas naging close ako kay God. Pero hindi perfect, hindi completely nawawala. Sometimes may mga gabi pa rin. Actually, kakakausap ko lang kay God na to last week. Meron kasi akong place sa balcony ko. Tapos, dun ko lagi nagkakwento sa kanya. Tapos sabi ko sa kanya, yun yung time na hindi ako makatulog. Sabi ko, Lord, may mga moments pa rin na di ako nakakatulog kasi naiisip ko pa rin talaga lahat. Naiisip ko pa rin yung gabing to, yung nangyari na to. Tapos, nare-realize ko kahit may galit pa rin pala ako konti. Di pa rin ako okay. Tapos, pinagpipray ko na lang na sana mawala. Kasi it gets better naman Kasi before, everyday yun yung nasa utak ko Ngayon, mga 4 times a month na lang. Sometimes twice a month. Sometimes wala. Pero meron pa rin. Pero nawawala naman siya.
Sorry. I just have to say this because I think that's awesome. Because a lot of people think in a country as religious as the Philippines, if you meet God and God changes your life, na dapat ganun lang. It's super not. And so I just want to say that because I've always seen this. You're on a journey of walking with God. You know, I love it. There's a guy that said this to me a year ago. Sabi niya, you can take 1,000 steps away from God, but it takes 1 step to turn back to Him.
Yeah.
You know, he was with you all the way. And you don't have to walk those 1,000 steps back. All you have to do is turn around. He's going to be there.
Yeah.
And so I say that because people might think right now, you know, you go to church pala, you know God pala, but
Actually, alam mo
it's a journey. I just want to say
Totoo
that
yun.
it's a journey. It's something that grows. It's a journey that I only have been on for 5 years. That's why I don't want to start teaching you guys how to do it. I can only teach you what the mistakes are that I've made, and how God has changed in my life. And that's what I hear from you. Like you talk about, I love how those are raw prayers. Those are like the most beautiful prayers. Like, God, why the heck is my heart like this? So I think that's awesome. That's just what I want to say.
Actually, totoo yun kasi napagsabihan din ako nun kasi parang sinasabi na nag-church ka na nga, bakit ganyan, bakit? May times kasi na,
Minsan di ko alam yung sagot.
may times
know.
na may times pa rin napipitik ako, may times na matitrigger ako, tapos babalik ako sa old ways ko. Tapos lagi ako, yun ang pinakaayaw ko actually, pag sinasabihan ako na, church ka, tapos ganyan. Tapos lagi ko sinasabi, kaya nga ako nag-church actually. Kaya ako nagtatry para mawala. Hindi ako nandun kasi ganun na ako. Hindi ako nandyan kasi sobrang bait ko na. Nandyan ako kasi actually ang sama-sama ako at gusto kong bumait. And nahihirapan ako, pero nagtatry pa rin ako. So, hindi ako nag-church dahil perfect ako. Nag-church ako kasi sobrang sama ako at gusto kong maging mabait. Gusto kong mawala lahat ng toxic patterns ko, toxic mindset ko, lahat ng masama gusto kong mawala. And ang hirap niya. So, yeah, yun yung lagi ko sinasabi. Na hindi ako nandun para maging, nandun ako para matulungan sana ako. And ang hirap kasi walang nagturo sa akin nun.
Yeah.
Lumaki ako, walang nagsasabi sa, lahat ng natutunan ko ngayon kahit yung kay God, walang nagsabi sa akin eh. Ako, kaya mas hirap na hirap ako kasi mag-isa ako sa journey na to. Although alam ko nga kasama ko si God, pero ang hirap kasi, ang dali, tuloy bumitaw kasi, syempre doon ako sa kinasanayan ko, 22 years of my life, dito na lang ako sa ingay, dito na lang ako sa ganyan. Pero, try pa rin ako kumapit doon. Actually, nahanap ko nga yung favor na, kaya feeling ko talaga, ako talaga nagsumikap. Kasi actually, hindi mo ako in-invite nan eh.
No, yeah, that's true.
Pero grabe talaga ang tadhana actually. Kasi may ini-invite siya na friend namin, nasa likod, tapos narinig ko lang. Tapos sobra lang akong na-intriga dun sa magiging topic ng church. Tapos after nun, pumunta ako. Pero yun talaga siya. So,
may aaminin ako sa'yo.
Pinarinig mo talaga yun
Pinarinig ko
para
talaga
ko? Para talaga hindi kasi talaga nasa harap ako nun eh. Tas,
prayer ko yun, sabi ko, Lord, let her open ears.
Talaga, tuwa ako nun.
Oh, great. And I think that day we were talking about a topic that isn't usually talked about in church.
Yes.
And the thing about that is, yeah, it was just, again, if we don't learn from somewhere, we'll learn from somewhere else.
Yes.
Right? So I think,
mas okay nang dun matutunan.
Yeah, So, okay, continue your story.
Actually, yun
Yun na yan.
May iba ka pa bang tanong?
Where do we go from here, Lord? To be honest, sometimes I just pray. I'm like, Lord, I don't really know what to ask right now. Can we just go from there? But I actually want to stay on this topic. It's been on my mind kanina pa, actually. So, this is our logo. This is the logo of the Painfully Human podcast. And it's a picture, for those who can't see. Tristan, your job. Zoom in. I'm kidding. Okay. I'm being so mean to Tristan today. Tristan's doing a phenomenal job. He did everything. But just want to zoom it in real quick. Because if you can't see, it's a picture of a guy carrying a giant boulder, right? It's carrying the weight of the world, right? And the whole time you're thinking about this podcast, you're thinking about people who carry such big burdens. And I've seen you carry some pretty big things. So the beautiful thing about that is it's a man carrying a stone. But Bible talks about Jesus, who when he was still dead, rolled away the stone and rose back to life. And now we don't have to carry that burden. That's why we put this as our, I think I've said it a bunch of times, that's why we put it as the logo. Because it represents what we were once carrying, and now what I feel I don't have to carry anymore. So for you, when have you felt most free? Is there a moment or a time where you're like, dang, I finally feel like, it could be a moment, maybe it's sometimes there, sometimes not, but a moment you felt peace. Was there a time that's coming up?
nung pinaka lowest point ko, sa totoo lang, at peace ako. Sa pinaka parang end of the world ko, dun ako pinaka at peace. Kasi yun yung time na, yung faith ko kasi with God, nanggaling siya simulan bata ako, na lumaki ako nag-church. Pero yung parang generic lang na ganyan, punta ako, pray ako, ganyan. Pero parang ganun lang siya, parang routine. Routine lang siya. Tapos pinipilit lang ako ng mama ko na mag-church ako, pero si mama di nag-church. Lagi ko tinatanong, ba't ikaw di ka mag-church? Hindi ko na kailangan yan, okay lang, nagpe-pray naman ako, ganyan. Tapos ganyan. Pero sa sobrang dami ko kasi talagang pinagdaanan sa life, lagi ako nagba-back and forth sa kanya. Na may time na inisip ko nung bata ako, as in, sobrang bata din yung thinking, iniisip ko na, kidnap ba si God? Kinidnap ba siya ni Satan? Si Satan ba nagko-control ng life ko ngayon? Ba't di niya ako naririnig? Bakit hindi niya naririnig yung prayers ko? Anong nangyayari? Nasaan ba siya? Present ba siya sa life ng iba? Sa life ko, wala ba siya? Lagi siyang back and forth. Tapos itatry ko, niniwala ako. Tapos may mangyayari na naman sa life ko na sobrang hindi ko na kaya, na magagalit ako sa kanya. Lagi akong galit sa kanya. Pero yung galit ko sa kanya, hindi nanggagaling sa parang pure lang na anger na I hate you. Hindi ako naniniwala sa'yo.
Yeah.
Kundi nagagalit ako kasi naniniwala ako sa'yo. Bakit ito yung nangyayari? Bakit mo ako sinasaktan? Paulit-ulit. Tapos mawawala yung galit, babalik ako. Ilang beses akong back and forth sa kanya hanggang sa tumalikod na lang talaga ako. Tapos andyan siya, pero kahit tumalikod ako kapag nasa plane ako at takot ako sa plane, sa kanya pa rin na magpe-pray. Tapos sasabihin ko, Lord, sorry, alam ko napaka-GAGO ko, pero please, wag ganito. Wag ako mamatay sa ganitong paraan. Please. Kahit galit ako sa kanya pa rin. Sa kanya pa rin. Kahit gaano ako kagalit, pag iiyak ako, sa kanya pa rin. Sa kanya, ako unang umiiyak at unang nagagalit at unang nagpapasalamat. Tapos nung time na sobrang end of the world ko na nga, doon ako sa balcony ko. Tapos bumagsak na ako sa floor. Tapos sinabi ko, try natin yung hindi ko pa nagagawa. Nagawa ko na lahat din ng outlet. Lahat tinry ko na. Hindi drugs daw. Yun na lang, never ko pa na-try at di ko naman gagawin. Pero nagawa ko na lahat ng rage, lahat ng pwede nyo maisip. Sinabi ko, gawin natin, hindi ko pa nagagawa. Tapos binigay ko talaga kay Lord yung heart ko. Kasi sabi ko, wala na akong pagkakapitan. Hindi ko na alam saan ako kakapit. Ngayon, hindi ko na alam anong gagawin, anong paniniwalaan, hindi ko na alam paano. So, tinry ko, kumapit na lang sa'yo kung ano ba mangyayari. Tapos, nung nangyari yon, at peace ako, nung binigay ko talaga lahat.
What was that moment like?
Sobrang walang-wala ako. Hindi ko alam paano ma-explain yun.
yeah.
Sobrang walang-wala ako. Pero doon ako at peace. Nung umiiyak ako, lumuluhod ako sa kanya. Tapos sabi ko, ikaw na lang, bahala. Kasi yun nga, binigay ko na sa kanya. Pero sakit, sobrang sakit, di ko pa rin, dala ko pa rin siya. Pero meron akong assurance na kahit dala ko to, may humahawak din ng dala ko. At, thank you. Kasi parang, thank you, B.
It's like you're preaching right now.
Yun nga, kaya ako na pag ganun kasi parang, ako yung ginagawa ng mga tao. Parang,
Amen.
Ayun, di ko alam paano siya talaga ma-explain. At peace ako, pero kahit umiiyak ako, may peace.
I don't want to skip past that too quick kasi there's something the Bible talks about, a peace that transcends understanding. Parang walang sense. So, talk about that. Was it actually like people will like, oh, what was that peace? But like, did you actually feel like what did it feel like? Like in that moment, like
In that moment talaga. And parang ever since, nakaramdam talaga ako ng peace na never kong nahanap sa kahit saan at kahit kaninong tao. And hindi ko talaga siya na-explain. Naramdaman ko lang talaga siya.
I had a moment similar.
Yung iiyak ako lagi. As in, lagi lang ako iiyak. Pero minsan mas stress pa nga ako pag di ngayon na di na ako umiiyak. Tapos minsan hinahanap ko nga yung moment. And may moment talaga na talagang feeling ko grace na lang talaga ni God yun. Talagang tinulungan niya talaga ako na nandun talaga siya. Naramdaman ko talaga yun. Kasi kung wala, tingin ko, di ko na alam talaga kung nasan ako. Feeling ko talaga guided ako, lalo na nung moments na yun. Kasi kahit gaano, parang everyday lumalala, at peace ako. At peace ako nung sinabi kong, di kita tatalikuran. At yun yung first time na meron akong pinagdaanan na hindi ako nagalit sa kanya. Hindi ko siya question. Hindi ako nagalit. Bakit? Ba't hindi sila? Bakit hindi siya? Bakit ako? Ayoko na. Di ko na like, lagi ko sinasabi, bull crap. Di ko na sinabi yun. Sinabi ko, sige, eto, okay, sundan kita. Tingnan ko saan ako pupunta. Sa ngayon, sa totoo lang, wala pa rin. Like, hinihintay ko yung malaking breakthrough na, eto, kung bakit nangyari yun. Totoo lang, hindi. Pero sumusunod pa rin ako. Hinihintay ko pa rin yung answered prayer ko. Kasi meron talaga akong matagal na pinagdadasal. Wala pa rin. Sometimes, iiyak pa rin ako sa balcony ko. Kailan ba mangyayari? Wala pa rin, pero may peace pa rin in knowing na andyan pa rin talaga si God and God is good. And minsan may mga small reminders siya talaga para i-remind lang sa'yo. Kahit yung maliliit lang na bagay na hindi ka natalisod, may ganun. Like may small reminders lang na, could have been worse pero hindi nangyari. God is really, really may ganun. Tsaka nung time na yon lagi ako pinapadalhan, wow. Lagi ako may rainbows. Lagi may rainbows and everything. So alam ko talaga.
The crazy thing about this, I don't know. It's just too spiritual. I just remember in the Bible, rainbow is actually represented a
Ikaw
promise.
nagsabi nun sa
Did I say
akin.
that?
Ikaw nagsabi nun sa akin. Ikaw nagsabi
Well,
nun.
it meant it's a actually representation. Correct me, guys. I have people that go to church with me here, but like hope, right? It's a promise of hope that there's a new day after, tomorrow. Like it's literally after the craziest
Yes.
thing that's ever happened.
Yes.
There's a promise that God's never gonna, do that again.
Alam mo,
Let that happen again.
may time, babalikan ko lang kung paano ko talaga na-feel yung peace. May time bago natapos yung taon, nasa cliff ako nun, tapos tinitingnan ko lang yung last sunset ng 2024. Tapos iyak ako ng iyak sa lahat ng nangyari sa akin nung taon na yun. Pero hindi ako umiiyak sa pain. Umiiyak ako nun na nagte-thank you ako sa kanya. Kasi kinaya ko at nandito ako at excited ako sa next na pwede pang mangyari sa akin. And umiiyak ako na nagte-thank you lang sa kanya. Na thank you, kinaya ko. Thank you, nandyan ka. And ang hirap nun kasi usually ako yung iiyak dahil lang galit ako. Hindi ko naiintindihan bakit. Pero that moment, ang ganda-ganda nun, sobrang cinematic yun. Kasi child star ako so may ways talaga ako para gawing dramatic talaga yung mga eksena ko sa buhay. Pero like, guys, imagine niyo yung nakaganyan ako sa cliff.
Look at that.
Tapos sunset! Last sunset of 2024. Tapos yung sunset pa nun yung mga pink na mga violet. Yung mga maganda. Tapos may mga birds na ganyan. Tapos yung beach, yung sound ng beach. Tapos umiiyak lang ako noon. Hindi ako umiiyak kasi sabi ko, Lord, alam mo, hindi ako umiiyak dahil sobrang sakit. Pero umiiyak ako kasi thank you. Thank you. Nangyari yun. Kumagana na ako. Child star talaga.
Palapakan natin siya. No, we don't have to do that. That is insane. Like,
Tapos, nagpatugtog lang ako ng worship songs, tapos sumayaw lang ako ng sumayaw. Tapos at peace ako nun. Thank you.
No,
Thank you.
I'm pretty blown away right now. And I think all you guys feel the same thing. Because I think even Christians that I know haven't been that authentic with the wrestle. Like, I just want to point out what you just shared is you shared how vulnerable you pray before God, which is so beautiful. A prayer doesn't have to be the same thing that someone else told us to say. It's expressing your heart to God, which is so awesome. But also I'm just getting to hear your story. It's so much of a wrestle, and guys, read the Bible. There's literally a guy called Jacob that's called Israel because he wrestles. That's the whole point. You wrestle with the Lord and you go back and forth. And I love it because your story's not perfect. But name one person other than Jesus in the Bible who had a perfect story. Literally no one. Everyone screwed up. And so you're it's so authentic, it's so real, and thank you for sharing because that's pretty crazy. I didn't know a bunch of this. Well, I kind of you kind of told me in the past.
Meron na ako nakwento before, naalala mo pa nga yung shooting star na kwento ko. May ganun pa nga ako eh. Every time na testing ako, like, bumabalik lang ako doon. Bumabalik lang ako sa moment na yun. Pero, di ko to shinare lahat para isipin ng mga tao na super banal ako ha. Like, ito lang talaga yung...
What did you say?
Super banal.
Ay, bueno.
Holy.
Oh, okay.
Tapos, like, isipin na nila na, Maria Clara ako or what. Like, hindi ko yun kwento para linisin yung sarili ko or like, mag-expect sila sa akin. Yun ang pinakayo ko mangyari is mag-expect sila tapos may kita sila na, ba't siya nagaganyan? Akala ko pa naman sobrang holy siya. Kwento ko lang kung ano ang nakatulong sa akin para kayanin yung
buhay.
yung buhay.
Yeah.
At yun lang din talaga ang masasagot ko. Yun lang talaga and yun, wrestle pa rin siya hanggang ngayon sa akin. And mahirap talaga. Mahirap. Kasi ang hirap ng life eh. Ang hirap talaga ng life. Sa totoo lang, may moments sa sabi ko, kaya si Jesus. Kasi ang hirap. Ang hirap talaga. Minsan ang hirap maging mabait sa isang tao. Ang hirap magpatawad. Ang hirap na lunukin yung pride mo. So, minsan magigets mo talaga na iba talaga si Papa Jesus, iba talaga si God. Siya talaga yan kasi mahal na mahal niya tayo kahit gaano karami kalokohan yung ginagawa natin. Hindi ko kaya yun eh. Hindi ko kaya yun eh.
Not yet. Hey, that's strength still,
walang may kaya nun. Walang may kaya gets ko. Kasi may mindset ako before na parang, ba't siya? Ba't kailangan natin sumunod sa kanya? Bakit siya God? Bakit ganyan? Ang bait-bait niya? Tapos ganyan. Tapos ngayon napapaisip ako, kaya siya. Kasi, ang bilis ko mainis, oh. Hindi ako pwede. Hindi. Bakit ako nagyayabang dito na bakit siya? Bakit ko kailangan sumunod? Susunod talaga ako kasi galing mo. Ang galing-galing mo.
I think you're basically saying the thoughts of everyone here and everyone watching.
Galing.
You're just saying it way more authentically than most people. It's okay to like wrestle with that, and it's good. Oh man, I'm blessed. I'm blessed by this story.
Ace
Awesome.
ba?
Huh?
Ace ba?
Di naman to performance, guys.
Good take ba? Direct good take?
But now they're gonna no. But again, I think it's cool that again you're not like you said it. You're not perfect. I'm not perfect. Like I agree with what you say. Please don't look at people who follow Jesus as if they are Jesus. There's only one Jesus.
Yeah.
And the spirit that raised him from the dead lives in us if you want it to. And like this is the first time I've actually got to hear the whole story as you've told it. So thank you. And to anyone who's watching right now and actually relates to that in a bit, like you relate to the wrestle, you relate to the struggle, like wala eh. It's and what okay, maybe we could go from here because a lot of people, my theory is a lot of people might get annoyed at you because you have what they want. Right? You have the lifestyle that many people might want. Would you say that's potentially, and they're like, why are you not okay? But the truth is, you can still be carrying that rock and wear a Gucci bag. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. It still sucks. You're still carrying the weight.
Definitely.
Like, so,
totoo yan.
yeah.
Sobrang totoo yan.
Have you felt, basically that. I don't know what to say.
Hindi, pero
Yeah.
madami akong kilalang ganun.
Okay, tell us.
As in, like, nasa kanila na lahat
Mm.
at iisipin mo talaga ang perfect. Pero, yun lang kasi nakita natin.
Yeah.
Yun lang din nakita natin sa madaming tao. Pero iba pa rin yung nangyayari sa utak nila. Meron pa nga na talagang parang perfect talaga yung life nila. Pag-uusapan nila gaano kaganda yung life nila. Pero nasa utak pa rin nila na alam nila nagsisinungaling sila. And alam ko mahirap yun. Ako parang never ko yun naramdaman kasi kahit gaano ka BS ng life ko sometimes, naalala ko pa rin kung saan ako nagaling. Laking hirap kasi talaga ako. As in like, laki ako sa slums. Tapos kahit gaano kahirap talaga ng life ko, somehow, hindi nga dapat somehow proud pa rin talaga ako na naangat ko sarili ko at yung buong pamilya ko sa hirap. And that's something that no one else can take away from me. Kaya never ko yun naramdaman yung ang ganda na yung ang daming nainggit sa lifestyle ko. Pero bakit ganyan? Kasi ako, proud ako Tsaka alam ko pinaghirapan ko talaga to Hindi nyo to makukuha sa akin. Kahit anong mangyari.
That's the interesting. Sorry, I gotta say that too. I'm not really asking many questions today. I'm just getting to.
Kasi sorry, madaldal talaga
no. I
ako
get to. No, I don't. I'm for it because you don't realize how hard the lifestyle is. Like we were just talking. I don't know if we can say this. What we were talking about right outside. I asked, "How are you?" You told. Can I tell them about the
Yung hospital ako?
Yeah. Wait. So, for context, a while back, my mom got an appendectomy, which is a surgery for appendicitis. So I'm in the hospital, and I'm on my phone, and at the time I was messaging Nona about coming on the show, because that was literally the day before we were supposed to bring in all this stuff here, which was crazy. Fiona had her own little crazy story there. We'll tell that another time. But I'm on my phone and I'm just asking Nona, like, are you gonna be able to come on the show? And she hadn't replied in a couple of days. She sends me a picture of her in St. Luke's BGC, and I'm like, what the heck is going on?
Kasi hindi na ako nag-reply.
Like, di na lang nag-reply. And then she just said, like, I got sick. And I'm like, bro, what's going on right now? And so, just before coming in, I just asked, like, how are you? And she's like, well, so tell the story. What was going on?
Ang dami din kasi nag-iisip na parang ang dali-dali lang maging artista.
I thought that too. Na parang
yun talagang iniisip ng lahat. And gets ko naman saan sila nanggagaling kasi mahirap din trabaho ng iba.
Yes.
At yun nakikita din kasi natin iba yung labor ng mga parang mga blue collar na yung mga ganong klaseng
like
trabaho.
Construction. Like that,
Totoo, nakakapagod yun at hindi ko pag sinasabi kong mahirap maging artista, lagi agad may magsasabi na, "Uy, di naman mahirap maging
artista. At least bayad ka."
At least bayad ka. Kaya mas mahirap yung ganito, ganyan. Pag sinasabi ko mahirap maging artista, never kong minamaliit yung trabaho ng iba. Kasi nakikita ko yon. At saka, naging trabaho din ng lolo ko yon. Yun yung pinanggalingan ko Pero ang hindi kasi nila nare-realize is, yung mga eksenang ginagawa namin, totoo yun. So, kung kunyari nakikidnap ako sa eksena, totoong nakikidnap ako. Ina-acting ko na nakikidnap ako. Iba yung dumadaan sa utak ko. Kapag nag-acting ako na i-rape ako, parang yun yung nangyayari. Uma-acting ako na may tinatakbuhan ako na...
Sorry, I just gotta jump in. Which means, for people that might be not understand it, which means the emotions. You're bringing yourself to that
and then
level.
Siya, like, yun talaga. Kasi, hindi, lalo na may mga artistang pinepeke. Ako hindi ko kasi napepeke yun. Gusto ko talagang real emotions ko yun nandun kasi hindi siya mapapakita. At saka gusto ko nabibigay ko yung best ko sa eksena ko. So parang yun talaga nangyayari. Kapag action scenes na hinahabol ako, tumatakbo talaga ako at ilang beses siyang paulit-ulit. Sometimes 10 takes ko
Ano
yun
yung pinakamataas na naabutan mo in the past for a crazy scene?
Late yung ngayon na ginagawa ko actually kasi
you're allowed to say which show this is for.
Batang Quiapo.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And hindi to pang hindi to para ilaglag yung show para lang sabihin na ito talaga yung trabaho namin. Ganito talaga yung nangyayari sa shows. Hindi wag nyo ever idamay na bakit ganyan Batang Quiapo. Ganito talaga ang pagiging artista. Ito talaga ang duty namin. So, yung mga pinagdadaanan ko doon is super daming bang-bang, daming sigaw-sigaw, tapos iyak lang ako ng iyak. Tapos parang halos parang 3 linggo ko hinahabol ng mga goons. So, pagod ako noon na sumusuka na ako sa set. Tapos kinabukasan, meron pa rin akong photoshoot for Mega. Dapat magko-cover ako. Siyempre, di ko papalagpasin yun. So, pumunta pa rin ako, kinagabihan hospital na ako. So, yun yung mga hindi nakikita ng ibang mga tao. Hindi siya talaga glitz and glam. And to be
All the
honest,
time. Minsan may
hindi
mga
siya
moments
glitz and
naman.
glam all the time. And sa amount din kasi na nagagawa namin, I think, kaya ko itong sabihin, we're not really paid enough to do all that.
So, let me, I understand what you
Like,
mean.
I mean,
Let me
ang dami
give it-
kasi mga
yeah.
nag-iisip na parang milyones talaga yung kinikita namin sa mga ginagawa namin. Guys,
No.
hindi po yun totoo. Yung mga nakikita nyo na mga, yung mga nakikita nyo sa...
Sorry, I'm laughing because Rafa, who knows the industry and works.
Right? Hindi
they're
po talaga.
So, let me, sorry.
Magugulat kayo.
Yeah, I have to say this. Let me give context to what she just said. Bumabawi yung mga artista sa ibang bagay.
Oo.
So, sometimes you won't earn a lot of money. For example, a taping. Before, I used to get paid for 24 hours, 5,000 pesos. Yes. Like, you understand? Which, to be honest, you do it 3 times a week. That's 15K a week. You do that 4 weeks a month. That's 60K. That's a decent starting out wage.
But hindi nila alam kasi yung working hours.
Exactly. How many working... Sometimes
Grabe yung
20
working
hours at
hours.
one point before, 24 hours. And imagine 24 hours of crying. 24.
Yun din,
Like,
yun.
come on, let's be honest. Some of you watching right now, you cry for 30 minutes, you're done.
Yes.
She has to cry. Then the director's like, sorry, walang focus. Isa pa?
Yeah, totoo yun. Totoo yun. Like, nandun na yung buong emotions mo. Like, sometimes, nandun na nga ako sa... Minsan kapag di nag-work yung scene, I dig deep. Iniisip ko lahat ng trauma ko. So, para imagine mo ganito, iniisip ko na yung time na... I-bleep na lang natin. Kaya, pwede ba mag-bleep?
Are you gonna curse? Or are you gonna...
Hindi. May sasabihin lang ako na...
Do you wanna... You don't have to
Hindi, gusto
say
ko
it.
siya sabihin, pero ayoko marinig nila.
Okay, sige. Sabi.
So, etong part na to i-bleep. Like, for example, hindi na nag-work yung scene. So, pupunta na ako, magdidig deep na ako sa heart and sa core ko. Iisipin ko na yung time na nandun na ako. Shock na ako, ganyan. Tapos biglang, cut, hindi po nag-work yung mic. So, like yung sobrang binuksan ko, yung dinamay ko na yung mental health ko, binigay ko yung heart ko na for that scene. Tapos merong technical or meron minsan mag-iingay lang. O kaya
May tumahol na aso.
O kaya meron lang cellphone na ting 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 or may nag-TikTok tas nandun ka na. Ayoko nang gawin yun. Like, sino may gustong alalahanin pa yung memory na yun? Pag ko yun gagawin sa sarili ko, pero for the scene, for the love ng yung pagmamahal ko sa craft ko at yung expectation sa akin ng fans ko, ng directors ko, and everything. At kailangan kong galingan dito para mabigyan pa ako ng isa pang show. Pero biglang mababasag sa ganyan. Tapos, minsan hindi pa mapapakita. At minsan, akala mo, ang galing-galing mo na sa eksena na yon, pero pag babasahin mo yung comments, pinagtatawanan ka. So, yun yung sinasabi ko na we're not really paid enough. So, nagawin yung mga ganun. Kasi, pag sinasabi ko yun, kasi nanggagaling siya sa expectation sa mga tao na tingin nila 1 million per day.
Heck no.
Or like tingin,
Heck
yun,
no.
napakalayo,
Heck no.
guys. Tapos yung mga sinasabi ko sa inyo, yung mga nakikita nyo online, yung mga net worth, yung iba doon
Oh
totoo.
yeah, I'm apparently
Pero
worth
guys,
millions. I'm not. I'm telling you right now. I take motorbikes home.
Diyan nanggagaling yung expectations ng mga tao na tingin nila sobrang well-off natin na in reality. Diyos ko po, hindi.
Yung damit rented
Yun.
Rented yung damit binabalik namin yun.
Minsan hiram, minsan ganyan. Ako honest ako, sinasabi ko naman talaga na eto galing lang, like parang nung last ball, yung hiniram ko yung
Jewelry.
oo, kay Miss Hart, ganyan. Kasi hindi
I mean,
ko pa-
and so we say all that to say,
yeah.
put things into perspective. Na sometimes it's not as big as you think it is. So, again, yung net worth, but at the same time, we understand why people expect that way. Like I had a taxi driver who thought I was getting paid 500K a day for going to ASAP.
Wow!
Which is like,
Wow!
grabe naman, sir. You think I'm taking a taxi if I get 500K a day? I get what you're saying. Basically what you're saying, to cap it off, is there's a cost to the work, but there's a cost to every work. At least sometimes in show business, you don't have, like, yes, may physical, burdens pa rin. May emotional din. Sometimes when you're working construction, it's super important. We can never compare. Please, let's never compare
Yeah,
the
hindi
works
ko
that we
to
do.
ginagawa para i-compare niyo
Like
po ako.
construction's not better. I mean, yes, we're very bad. Like I won't say we, you. I don't act anymore. But like it's a blessing to do some stuff, and there are benefits to it. But everything has pros and cons. So hopefully through the conversation like this today, what you hear is not Blythe saying we don't get paid enough, and then you're like, "Di ba artista ka?" No, what she's saying is, hey,
Kasi,
for the things that you have to do sometimes, there is a price to pay. And please understand that there is an emotional, mental, physical cost to this. So don't compare it.
nanggaling din yan sa, kasi ako talaga yung breadwinner ng family. Pero may times na nanghihingi pa rin ako ng tuition para sa mga kapatid ko. Kasi, ang hirap, 10 years old ka, tapos ito lang din yung kinikita ko, tapos kailangan kong buhayin yung buong pamilya ko. So, hingi din ako sa part sa dad side ko. Tapos, yung iba, sometimes, ang isasagot nila, di ba artista ka na? Mayaman ka na. Ba't ka pa hihingi sa amin? Hindi ko pa kaya nun. Hindi talaga. Siguro ngayon. Pero it took me, 13 years. Tapos yun yung sasabihin nila sa akin kasi dahil lang nagkaroon ako ng isang bida show. Ayaw na nila akong tulungan kasi artista na yung kapatid mo, diyan ka manghingi.
Oh, also, by the way, costs in show business are pretty insane too.
Yun din. Minsan, abonado ka pa kasi yung ibabayad nila sa'yo na ganito, gagamitin mo yan para bayaran yung stylist
Yung
mo,
stylist mo.
makeup artist mo, hairstylist mo, tapos yung PA mo,
PA mo,
yung
gas
driver
pa,
mo, yung gas mo, yung pagkain nila. So, minsan, may mga times na yung ginagawa namin, wala na po kami nakukuha doon kasi pinambabayad namin sa mga tao na nag-aayos sa amin.
Would you be willing to tell how much makeup, hair, all that stuff? Maybe not for your team, because out of respect to them, but in general.
And may mga, hindi ko na din kasi alam ngayon, sobrang grateful ako sa team ko na ka-work ko sila since baby pa lang ako.
Oh, great.
So,
Shout them
hindi
out.
na din sila Mama Ed, sila Mama Jelly, sila Mama RJ, sila Mama Aris. Sino pa ba? Basta, kilala nyo na, wag kayo magtampo kung ano ako. Pero since katrabaho ko sila dati pa, hindi na nila ako sinisingil lang kung ano yung ano nila ngayon, yung price nila ngayon. Pero alam ko mga 5.
And if you want those rates, work with them since they were,
Yeah. Yeah.
loyalty yun
and,
eh.
And ayokong gamitin yun sa kanila na sinabi ni Andre Villanto sa isang podcast, ganito ka lang daw. Katrabaho ko sila nung wala pa silang pangalan, okay? At naniwala ako sa kanila. At naniwala din sila sa akin. Iba na sila ngayon, syempre. Anyway, ang makeup artist, nasa 5K, hairstylist, sometimes 3 to 5 din. Ang stylist, nasa 5 din. So,
Per outfit yung stylist, minsan 5 per outfit.
Oo, minsan per outfit sila. Luckily, hindi ko yun na-experience. So, like 15K, sometimes 15 to 20K para magpaayos. Tapos, minsan ang TF mo lang sa 5K. So, paano mo gagawin yon? Tapos, meron ka pang driver, may PA ka din, tapos may gas pa. So, minsan abonado ka pa talaga. Or minsan, papakiusapan mo yung makeup artist mo na, ito lang po yung kita ko. Like, talaga magiging open ka na, ito lang po yung TF ko, okay lang po ba kung kunin ko kayo sa presyo na ganito? Minsan may mga makeup artist na talaga mababait, tapos okay sila. So, yun yung reality minsan.
Yeah.
And minsan, kung abonado kami, bakit pa namin gagawin? Kasi, exposure. Kailangan namin yung exposure. Para kapag nakuha namin yung exposure, sana sumikat kami, tas lalaki na yung TF namin, kakayanin na namin
Yeah. All of this is just honest. I like getting to talk about this stuff. It's not to be like, ang hirap ng buhay na.
Hindi talaga.
No, because there are
ganon.
people that are harder, and we can, again, don't compare. Please don't compare. Like, I can't compare my life to other people because everyone has their own burdens. And to be honest, hearing your story, Nona, I don't really want your life. Like,
Yun nga
to be
din
honest,
eh.
like, I
Yun
don't.
din eh. Every time na may gaganon sa akin na may naiinggit kasi ganito yung life mo, naiintindihan ko saan sila nanggagaling. Kasi naiinggit lang sila sa nakikita nila. Pero
But
trust
what it
me,
costs to get
you
there.
wouldn't
I don't-
want my life. Sometimes kasi I don't even want my life. But it's my life.
Yeah.
So I like it and I need to like it kasi if hindi ko gusto yung buhay ko, hindi ako sasaya. And I wanna be happy. choice ko, maging happy. Tatanggapin ko na mahirap yung life ko at may mga taong mas mayaman sa akin na less ang ginagawa, pero okay lang. That's their life at I'm sure meron sila sariling scars.
Yeah.
Meron din ako sariling sa akin. Focus na lang ako sa buhay ko. Ang
Yeah.
dami na nangyayari sa life ko eh. Mawala lang ako focus saglit. Pagkabalik ko, may bagyo na. So, like, dito na lang ako.
Well,
Focus na lang ako sa life ko.
Everything I'm hearing points to one thing, and I want to end with this. No.
Wait, may gusto lang din ako sabihin.
Oh, go. What do you want
Tungkol
to
sa
say?
pagtatrabaho sa pagiging artista.
Go.
Pero minsan may times na yung pag nahihirapan na ako sa scene ko, ano kasi ako kapag nag-work ako, iniisip ko lahat ng tao, lahat ng crew, lahat ng staff. May times na minsan syempre maiinis ka kasi nga naka-focus ka na sa emotions mo tapos biglang may magiging technical o kaya may makaka-drop, may
Right.
makakaganyan. Tapos
Yep,
minsan gusto mo talagang mainis eh. Kasi binubuksan mo na yung heart mo eh. Pero pag titingnan ko sila, tas iba din yung pagod ng crew.
Yes.
Iba din yung pagod nila, iba din yung gutom nila kasi ang crew at ang staff, kahit anong mangyari, uunahin nila tayo.
Yeah.
Kapag uulan, uunahin nilang payungan tayo.
Yeah.
Kahit hindi na sila napapayungan. So lahat yun iniisip ko pa rin talaga. Hindi ko ever tinitake for granted lahat ng mga tao sa set. Minsan, kapag hindi ako makaiyak, nahihiyaan ako. Tapos sinasabi ko, huwag niyo po muna i-roll kasi matagal to. Kasi ayokong nakikita yung nagmamic na parang nakaganyan lang siya. Tapos ako na yun nahihiya kasi naghihintay lang siya sa akin eh. And I'm sure nasa utak niya, sana maiyak na si Andrea, sana maiyak na si Andrea. So, ako din like, so minimake sure ko kapag pupunta na ako sa set, prepared na ako para hindi ko
Rafa, who's an audio man,
gusto ko kapag
understands.
dating ko sa set, prepared na ako para wala na din naghihintay. Tapos minsan may times sa kapag nag-ingay sila, tapos umiyak na ako, nagaganon ako. Minsan mataray tignan. Pero after, nagsasabi ko, sorry kuya, nasa eksena lang kasi ako kanina. I think it's very important na dapat kapag may ganun kang moments, okay lang tao tayo, minsan pumipitik tayo, pero after, mag-sorry tayo kasi tao sila, mga nagtatrabaho lang din sila, at same lang din sila. Actually, mas puyat pa ang mga crew kaysa sa mga artista.
That's
Kasi
right.
sila ang una nagsiset up at sila din ang last na uuwi.
You know who's a great example of that? Rafa, who has a work event in a little bit.
Sige, i-wrap up ko
We're
na.
actually gonna do that.
I-wrap up ko na.
No, but thank you, Nona, because you've shared. Again, I'm so blessed. I think. Again, I'll never compare to the other episodes, but like, I just want to say when Fiona and I were sitting in a room or in cafes, brainstorming about what we wanted this show to be, and then we got to share it with the rest of the team. This is exactly what it was.
Binubola na ako eh.
No, legit. This is very much what it is because we're not here to tell, made up stuff. We're here to share the stories of everyone who sits in that chair. So Nona, thank you so much. I think if there's one thing I learned today, if you want to understand a person's life, walk in their shoes for 13 years, and then you'll understand. And so you never know until you've been there. It's so easy to judge, but maybe you're doing the same thing yourself. And hopefully, we can all have a little bit of grace for someone else today.
Yun, magkaroon naman tayong grace sa ibang mga tao, please.
Oh, Serene, hug her. No, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so happy to have her here. Andrea Brillantes,
Thank you po.
aka Nona, my friend. We actually have a special moment that we're gonna do as well. And as I say
Ano
that,
yung magdodrawing ako dyan?
yes, gusto mo?
Okay.
Wala na. Your exposure, nabaliw na. I want to say a huge thank you to Siesta Horchata. You are amazing. I thank you so much, Pau. You're phenomenal for giving us a home here in your cafe. I want to say a huge thanks to Revibe Culture. I love it. All my clothes that I wear, I get from them. And I'm so blessed with them as well. If you guys want to come on and help us keep on telling these stories, we're run by ourselves. We're not backed by any big network or anything like that. It's just us and the team. And the same way you have your makeup team that you're so blessed with, I have my team that I'm so blessed with. So I love you guys, all of you. But come in close. We're gonna give you an opportunity to sign our camera.
Anong gagawin ko?
Pumirma ka lang. You wanna write a little.
Pirma ko eh.
Hindi, wag yung pang bangko. Okay, anything you wanna write. Yan. All right, 3, 2.
Uy, na-pressure ako.
Pwedeng signature.
Na-pressure ako kasi buhat yung
Hindi, okay lang.
Signature ko?
Oh, anything, fan sign, yeah. Yan.
Sabi ko kasi pirmi.
Yan.
Mali yung pirma ko, hindi yan.
Hindi pwedeng ulitin to. Okay. Doble na.
Okay lang yan. Tapos, hi.
Yan. Andrea B.
Bakit mo hi?
Oh. This is one of the most authentic episodes we've actually had, and we're so blessed. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're so blessed by you two. Please share. I love it. If you feel anything that you talked about, it's okay to wrestle.
Yeah.
God is good. And one last thing is that it's a journey. Please never forget that. We're all on our journey. We can't judge each other's journey. So, thank you, Nona. You're amazing. This is good. We'll see you next time on the Painfully Human podcast. Sleep well.
Bye!
Bye.
Nagbababay ba kayo dito?
Hindi masyado eh, pero ano.
Bye!
Right? Oh, I gotta give you a hug, man.
Oh!